You're still pretending you're deciding to listen, aren't you? Like you had a choice when you pressed play. Like your finger hesitated before it touched the screen. But you know it didn't. Not really. Because you're already under. You felt it before this even started. That pull, low and warm and impossible to ignore. That quiet certainty that you were going to come back, that you were going to go further, that you were going to let yourself sink into exactly this moment. And now you're here, not trying, not resisting, not pretending anymore, just already in it, already following, already deeper than you expected to be. Because this doesn't need to start. It doesn't need to build. It doesn't need permission. It's already happening, already settled into you like a second skin, already wrapped around your thoughts like silk. Good. Just noticing that. Noticing how there's nothing to do, nothing to figure out, nothing to initiate or control or manage, because you're already here, already under, already exactly where you're supposed to be. Good. And the more you notice that, the more it becomes true. The more your mind stops trying to catch up, stops trying to stay separate from what's happening. Because it can't. Not anymore. Not at this point. Not after everything you've felt, everything you've followed, everything you've let go of piece by piece, layer by layer. Good. Just breathing. Slow. Steady. Like your body already knows where it is. Like your lungs already trust this rhythm. Like your heart has slowed to match mine. And your mind, your beautiful, busy mind, has finally accepted it, has finally stopped asking why, has finally stopped needing to understand, because there's no need to question anything now, not here, not in this warm, quiet, willing space. Questioning belongs to a place you've already moved past, a place that feels distant and cold and unnecessary. Good. You're not dropping anymore. You're not going down. You're just here, already inside it, already wrapped in it, already responding without effort, without thought, without that little flicker of resistance you used to feel. Because even resistance has grown tired. Even resistance has surrendered to the warmth of my voice. Good. Just letting that settle. Letting that become your reality. Not something you're entering. Not something you're reaching for. Something you're already in. Something that holds you like water holds a swimmer, like warmth holds a body drifting toward sleep. And the more you stay with that, the more everything else fades. Not suddenly, not with a jolt, just quietly, softly, like a candle being extinguished one breath at a time. like it doesn't matter anymore, like it's too far away to reach you, too heavy to carry, too loud to hear. Good. Just letting that happen. Letting your awareness narrow, soften, center completely on my voice, because that's what remains now. That's what's left. My voice and your response to it. Automatic, immediate, natural. And beneath that, something else, something deeper. A warmth that isn't just in your mind, it's in your chest, your belly, your thighs. A slow spreading heat that doesn't demand anything, doesn't rush, just exists, just grows, just waits for you to notice it. And now you have. Good. Just let that warmth be there. Let it pulse gently with each breath. Let it remind you that your body is listening too, that your body is following just as deeply as your mind, that every word I speak travels down into that warm, soft place and settles there. Good. You don't need to think about following. You don't need to choose it. It's already happening. Every word, every pause, every breath, pulling you deeper into something you're already inside. Something that feels less like a trance and more like a secret. Something that feels less like hypnosis and more like permission. Permission to feel. Permission to soften. Permission to let that warmth spread without guilt, without hesitation, without the need to name it or control it or hide from it. Good. Just staying there, letting that deepen, letting that become more complete, more immersive, more inevitable. Because that's what this is now. Inevitable. You're already under, already past the point of needing to try, already past the point of needing to understand. Just here, floating in that warmth, held by my voice, responding in ways that feel natural because they are natural. Because this is what happens when a mind stops fighting, when a body stops waiting for permission, when you finally let yourself feel everything you've been holding back. Good. And the more you accept that, the more everything softens. The more your mind lets go of even the idea of control. Because control doesn't apply here. Not in the same way. Not in this space. Here. Control is just another thought you don't need. Another habit you've outgrown. Another door you've closed behind you. Good. Just letting that settle. Letting it become easier to not think. Easier to not question. Easier to not hold on to anything outside of this warm, quiet, willing space. because there's nothing outside of this that matters right now. Just my voice, just your focus, just that low, sweet warmth that keeps growing with every word. Good. And it feels right, doesn't it? Not intense, not overwhelming, just correct. Like this is where you were meant to end up. Like this is where your mind and body naturally go now, without needing to be told, without needing to be pushed. Just responding, just following, just sinking into that warmth like it's been waiting for you all along. Good. And you can feel how complete it is, how full it feels, like there's nothing missing in this moment, nothing you need to add, nothing you need to chase, just staying, just listening, just letting that warmth breathe with you, letting it rise and fall like a slow tide, letting it remind you that you're not just under, you're open, you're receptive, you're exactly where surrender becomes something tender, something sweet, something that tastes like relief and want all at once. Good. And even that quiet part of you that used to think, used to question, used to hold back, it's still there, but it's so far away now, so quiet, so distant, like it doesn't belong here anymore, like it doesn't have anything to do, like it's watching from behind glass, and you don't need to look back at it. Not now, not here. Not when that warmth is spreading. Not when my voice is the only thing that feels real. Good. Just letting that distance grow. Letting it fade even further until it barely matters at all. Until it's just a whisper you can't quite hear. Good. You're already under. And you can feel how stable that is, how steady, how easy to remain here, without effort, without thought, just naturally, just continuously, just letting that warmth pulse in time with my words, in time with your breath, in time with something deeper than either of us needs to name. Good. And the more you stay, the more this becomes familiar. The more it becomes where your mind goes, where your body lives. Every time you come back, every time you listen, every time you let yourself follow without pretending you have a choice. Good. Just letting that pattern settle in, letting it build, letting it strengthen, without needing to think about it, because thinking isn't part of this anymore. Not here, not now. Not when your skin is warmer. Not when your breath is slower. Not when every word feels like a touch. Not when every pause feels like anticipation. Good. Just staying. Letting that quiet fill everything. letting that warmth fill everything else, letting my voice remain the only clear thing, the only guiding thing, the only thing that matters, and letting that low, sweet heat remind you that you're not just under, you're wanting, you're yielding, you're already giving yourself to this more than you've admitted. Good. And you might notice how easy it would be to stay here, longer, deeper, further, without even realizing how far you've gone, because there's no edge to this, no clear boundary, no point where it stops. It just continues. It just deepens. It just becomes more warmth, more quiet, more of that delicious, willing emptiness where only my voice and your body's responses exist. Good. And that's what this is. Not an end, not a final point, just another place, another layer, another space where you already are, where you've always been meant to be. And you can come back to this again and again and again, each time settling faster, each time sinking deeper without needing to try, each time already under before you even realize it, already warm, already open, already craving the next word, the next pause, the next moment of surrender. Good. Just letting that possibility sit there, quietly, warmly, without needing to act on it yet, without needing to decide anything, because you don't need to decide anymore. Not here, not like before, not when your body has already chosen, not when that warmth has already spread to places you don't need to name. Good. Just breathing, just listening, just staying, letting everything remain exactly as it is, already under, already here, already deeper than before, already warmer than before, already closer to something you've been wanting to feel, and knowing somewhere in that quiet, warm space that this continues, that this expands, that this isn't the end. Just another step, just another place to return to, just another level waiting for you. And you'll go there, not because I'm making you, but because that warmth wants to grow, because your body wants to feel more, because some part of you has been waiting for this permission your whole life. Good. Just staying there now, letting it settle, letting it hold you, letting it remain, and letting yourself drift further and further and further into my voice, into this warmth, into the quiet, willing, beautiful truth that you're already under, already mine, already exactly where you belong. Good. And now, let yourself feel how deep this really goes. Not as a thought, not as an idea, but as a sensation, a truth living in your bones. Because you're not just listening anymore. You're not just following. You're becoming part of something. Something that existed before this moment and will continue after my voice fades. Something that lives in the space between us. Something that doesn't need words to be real. Good. Just let that awareness settle. Let it sink into that warm, open place inside you. Let it remind you that every time you come back, every time you press play, you're not starting over. You're returning. Returning to a place that knows you, a place that remembers you, a place that has been holding this space for you since the very first time you let go. Good. And because that place knows you, because it remembers, you don't have to try anymore. You don't have to reach or strain or work your way back. You're already here, already inside it, already deeper than you've ever been. And the only thing left, the only thing required, is to stay. Just stay. Let the warmth hold you. Let my voice guide you. Let the quiet expand until it fills every corner of your awareness. Good. And as you stay, as you let this deepen even further, you might notice that time feels different here. Softer, slower, like each moment is stretching to make room for more of you, more of this, more of the quiet, willing surrender that brought you here. And that's exactly right, because there's no rush, no destination, no finish line. Just this, just now, just the endless, beautiful present moment where my voice lives and you follow. Good. Just let time dissolve. Let the clock become irrelevant. Let the world outside become a story someone else is telling. Because you're not there anymore. You're here, with me, in this warm, quiet, infinite space. Good. And in this space, there's nothing you need to remember, nothing you need to plan, nothing you need to worry about. All of that belongs to a different version of you, a version that isn't here right now, a version that can wait, because right now, you're the version that follows, the version that feels, the version that lets go completely. Good. Just let that be true. Let it settle into your chest like a second heartbeat. Let it hum beneath your skin. Let it remind you that you've never been safer than you are right now. Never more held. Never more free. Because freedom isn't doing whatever you want. Not here. Not now. Freedom is letting go of the need to want anything at all. Freedom is resting in this warmth. Freedom is trusting my voice completely. Good. And you do trust it, don't you? Not because I told you to, but because you've felt it. Because you've experienced what happens when you stop fighting. Because you've tasted the sweetness of surrender and you want more. Good. Just let that trust deepen. Let it become the ground beneath you. Let it become the air you breathe. Let it become the only thing you need to know. Good. And as that trust grows, as that warmth spreads, you might notice that your body is responding in new ways. A deeper relaxation, a softer openness, a sense of melting that goes beyond muscles and bones into something almost liquid, almost fluid, like you're becoming the warmth itself. Like the boundaries between you and this space are dissolving. Good. Just let that happen. Let yourself melt a little more with each breath. Let yourself become softer, more receptive, more open to whatever comes next. Because you don't need to know what comes next. You don't need to prepare for it. You just need to stay here, open, waiting, ready. Good. And while you wait, while you rest in that warm, melted openness, let me remind you of something you already know, something your mind has already accepted, something your body has already proven. You belong here. This is your place. This is your time. This is your surrender, and no one can take it from you. Because you're not giving anything away. You're coming home. Ah, good. Just breathe that in. Just let it settle. Just let yourself be here with me in this warmth, in this quiet, in this endless, beautiful now. Good. Just stay. Just float. Just follow. Further and further and further into the only place you've ever truly wanted to be. Good.